Judgment time. Judgment time.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Hope you're all doing well. Yeah, the plans for today, because trying to end up getting things set up very quickly. So I'm going to be launching into the game here pretty quickly. Uh, I'm a little bit later in getting started than I was anticipating, but it is what it is. I appreciate everybody for having joined for today. Ugh. And yeah, we're gonna be doing some desert runs, getting into the desert. Let's see. Getting the game launched up and then getting us into there. What in the world's on this shirt? Well, it's a hole. Okay. What's up, Devil? How's it going? Let me just swap into the game since I'm getting it launched up here. Ow. The world is. Ah, hopefully, it doesn't take too long to load in. It's going pretty good right now. Yep, just getting in for some of the evening grind. I'm thinking I might do some Apex later. I don't know just yet. Might end up doing a lot of Dune tonight with it being the uh, new week. So moving back into a spot in the desert. Yeah, so taking a little bit of time to get loaded in here. Apparently the event that was going on last night through the previous week ended already, and so all of the stuff with the Chome supplies, I was not able to get any of that stuff from it, so that's a bit of a shame, but it's whatever. I'll let this play through just in case some of y'all have not seen the.
My path saw the Imperium rise from the ashes left in the wake of the Great Revolt. Thou shalt not make a machine in the likeness of the human mind. With that commandment, new avenues of human potential were explored. Mentats, Suk Doctors, Sword Masters, and the mystical Bene Gesserit Sisterhood. But it was the navigators and their monopoly on space travel that set the conditions for the Imperium. But I am telling you more of the universe than you already know. Let me describe the one you do not. In this other universe, my mother, Lady Jessica, consort to Duke Leto Atreides, gave birth to a daughter, a girl supply shipments continued without interruption.
Any news on the dance job? Not yet. The interview happened yesterday. The owner's going to be looking at see where the need for their other instructors are with the multiple studios that he runs. And then with my schedule of having another competition that I'm going to be at next week, and then Dallas the following weekend, and then the UK the week after that, I probably won't be getting anything with them probably for another week and a half knowledge with anything they're going to be doing. But this does... How's your workload ended up being there, T-Man? Is it still crazy? Cut back on the workload in order to focus more on health. It's taking some getting used to. Okay, well, yeah, I mean, you're the only one doing that, so it kind of does require you to manage your time for that, because it's very easy to end up overworking yourself. Speaking of, I need to go to Walmart and buy one of those travel electric kettles, because I keep meaning to take that the tea bag with me on to these competitions, but I keep forgetting to do that. Alright, so let's see. Okay, I've got the control back. Alright, let's... Do I have the... I do. Alright. Oh, I didn't even check my... There's nothing in the inventory. Okay, I do have plenty of fuel. Alright. Off to the deep desert we go to find a spot to set up in. Past the quicksand, which I do want to get a little bit of altitude on.
Es war einmal in einem kleinen Städtchen, da lebte ein Mädchen namens Barbara. Und diese Barbara war im ganzen Land für ihren abartig guten Rhabarberkuchen bekannt. Ja, man konnte sagen, dass Barbaras Rhabarberkuchen ohne Wenn und Aber gar eine geradezu magische Erfahrung
the
war.
desert we go.
Ja, dieser Kuchen war geradezu bombastisch und die Nachfrage danach erstarkte drastisch. Barbara eröffnete noch im selben Jahr eine Bar und nannte sie Barbaras Rhabarberbar. In der Stadt gab es auch ein paar Barbaren, die hatten von Barbaras Rhabarberbar erfahren. Und da sie fortan jeden Tag bei Barbara waren, nannte man sie bald die Rhabarber-Barbaren. In den Folgejahren
I need to see where if they're back in Discord or not yet.
Aber die Barbaren waren stark
They are
behaart und
not,
hatten
so
alle
I
einen
will
struppigen
not
Barbaren
join
Bart.
the
Daraufhin schickte
channel
Barbara
just yet.
ihre Barbarenfreunde zum Barbarenbartbarbier. Der frisierte den Barbaren sogar den ganzen Kopf in seinem Barbarenbarbier.
That's a
Barbershop.
weird shiver.
Ein fürchterlicher Laberkopf, aber der Bart war danach total tipptopp. Darauf luden die Barbaren ihren Bartbarbier fein nach getaner Arbeit noch in die Rhabarberbar ein. Und aßen dazu gar jeder Barbarei.
I am currently in A2, so I'm wanting to head out to at least the D mark.
Da kam die Polizei, ja, wo wart denn ihr? 3 Barbaren und der Bartbarbier.
Make our trip a little bit faster by boosting out to there. Oh, I don't want to be in A3. I want to be in at least the, well, I mean, A3 is not necessarily a bad. Okay, we can hit the boost again. Oh, what game is this? This is Dune Awakening, Titan, and welcome in. Oh, there's the sandworm. Got a little bit of ways, so we're in B3 right now. So, okay. Got at least 2 more cells to get through to get into the D line. Hit the boost again. Okay, now we're in C, so D is coming up. Yeah, I should be. I'll be looking at these islands here. I want to find one that has at least enough flat space for an advanced thief console to be placed down on. Okay, we're in D now. Let me start swinging along this way. That looks like a promising spot. Let's see. But there's a node on there and there's no easy way down. Let's see. Around these. It's not as large of a flat space as I would like, but that could be. I will take the small spice field since I am right here. Alright, let's see if because it doesn't work in the basin with the 3 shots. But supposedly hitting 3 times ends up making it to where the worm is not likely to actually show up. Because I know I can hit like 15-ish times without the worm breaching. It's actually a little safer to harvest spice out in the desert than it is in the basin. There's nope. He'd be breaching. Alright, he's kind of going away now. Alright, let's pick up the last bit of all this spice. Oh, there's a little nodule of spice right there. Okay, that's everything. Alright, let me check these various islands for a potential spot to set up on. I think it's probably going to be this one. Yeah, this one looks the most promising. But somebody's already built in the spot where I would have likely had set something up, so let's check further down. Yes, cat. I see you peeking out there. I don't mind you getting in my lap right now, but you're not gonna get... let's not put your claws into my chair. I'm hoping that there is... it's a control point. That's not necessary. That's not really a good spot to set up on. I need you to not be there. You can be in my lap. Don't be in front of me. Yeah, that's for that. Not a good spot to set up on. Let's see if I can find a viable space. Any of these islands, hopefully you'll have a viable space to set down on. Need it where it's got the ability to drive the buggy into it and be flat enough to actually build on. Alright, we're Sector E. Oh, I think I see a spot. Oh, but it's in the PvP area. Never mind. Not ideal. It's just a little too far out in Sector E. This, however, might be good. Yes, this looks like it's going to be a good spot. There's aluminum right there. There's a titanium node. Oh, there's titanium in plenty of spots. I want to make sure that I don't set this down where it will encroach. Alright, that's just outside. It's hard to say. It doesn't look like it's quite flat enough. And I don't want... Nope. I'm gonna have to look for another spot. That is not quite large enough for... Well, actually... Let me see about another area. Because there is a lot of... I mean, it could be, or we could set it down here. But let me keep on looking for potential locales. Like maybe over this way. Oh, there's suffice here. That I'm listening for the worm, but let's get the outer bits closer. God, I don't know why I'm so on edge right now. Yeah, you can just bugger on off. Oh, you're just swimming around now? Okay, fly or swim away. Thank you. I don't like that sound. Alright, that's the last bit. Alright, we're good. Get in, thank you. What in the world is... I am seeing something. Hold on, I gotta land. There's... What is this box that's... Is that a Discord thing that's... Hold on. That is not what I wanted to do. What in the world is... Oh, it's the Discord overlay? Okay. Let me... Okay. That's fixed. I just needed to refresh the thing. All right. Let's see. Is this a viable spot? Not seeing a wide enough spot there to potentially be. Let's check this island out. Well, maybe right there. Oh, but there's copper and aluminum. Don't really care so much about those. These two, however, want to keep. So I will land right there. We'll place there. I just want to make sure that. Alright, so it does capture. It doesn't capture the titanium though. So. And it's just barely capturing. Yeah, this is not gonna work. Alright, let's go further east. Alright, now back into zone D. Mostly, well, there is titanium, but I don't like the way that this is laid out for being able to try to build anything on. That person's ballsy, building on the sand. Sector E5, that might just be a little too far north in Sector E. It might not be. We'll see. There's too many buildings on it already. Oh, I've got the spice withdrawal because I accidentally triggered the prescience. I want to find somewhere where we can get some decent amount of ore. This is too small of an island, I think, to try to build on. Though there is a considerable amount of... there's a control point here. That is not somewhere we want to end up being. Oh, there was a medium field right there. I'm surprised that it's not showing up on this, but okay. It's good to know that it's one of the ones that pops up in a safe area. Flown out to D7. I've still not found a viable, decent spot to... I hope this is a good spot. If not, we'll go to the one to the right. Yeah, but there's people that have set up shop over here already. Alright, let's go over to this island over here then. D8. I'm not seeing any structures here. Is it maybe... Well, there's strat. There's titanium. It's just not very flat. So it's not ideal for what we've currently got for our base setup. Let's check this spot. Now there's a couple spots over here that look promising. I don't want to build on useful nodes if they're Alright, so sector E8. This might be the best spot yet. But it's a control point, damn it! Alright, going over to this one then. Somebody's already built. That was ideal for where I needed. And somebody's already got that. Alright, E9. Let's go over to this spot then. D9. I'm thinking maybe right there is our best spot because there's titanium there. How much the decent... Because I want to end up having a decent amount of tier 6 resources on this spot to mine. Alright, there's Strat. It's not an ideal spot for that. It's just too resource barren. Alright, let's... Let's check this island out. Sector C. I don't really want to go much further south than C to set up because that means we have to spend more time going to the big fields. So there is titanium strat. It's not a horrible amount. This might be the better or best spot we can set up on. I just need to make sure that if I'm gonna do that here, that it's not gonna end up getting us killed. Okay. I guess. All right, let's start building something then. All right, let's get back on that. Let's check the all right. Okay, it is set then. We've got plenty of space, so you move this over into a corner. Recover that. Just place a few things down for now. That way I can get things out of let me move this in over here. Maybe. There we go. Now I just need to place utility. This can go right here. Now I just need to find fuel cells, and that'll be good for at least until people get in. There should be some fuel cells here, I would think. Come on, let me spawn so I can scan. know what? It's gonna be over here. Right above it. Is there a cave or something here? Because there's a bunch of stuff that I'm just not seeing. Oh, there's the fuel cells. Okay. All right, let's go fuel it up. And then I need to give permission so they can see where it's at and check it for themselves if it's viable. Oh, that's okay. 6 days. That's plenty of time because it's not going to be on that long. As long as it's sheltered, that's really all that matters here. Decay is safe. Good. Then that means in the meantime, I can go scout things out. Well, first let me do some repairs because I need... Alright, that is everything repaired. More fuel cells, alright. What do we got around here? A bunch of aluminum, strat, titanium. just basically gonna scan around this entire thing. There's plenty of titanium on this yeah. Okay, so it's not horrible in that we got plenty of titanium, stratividium. Alright, yep. So that is all. I think I've just scanned everything around here pretty much. Yes, except for now I think I've. How is it that nothing's popping up on that? Not that it matters. But okay. Let's go north, see where we can find the other things. That's in C9.
Is how
Okay.
we survive.
Oh, and there's a medium spice field out in D9. Okay.
Terminate. This is how
Alright, move, cat. I don't need. Come on.
judgment time.
If you. No, I can't have you there. Move out of the way. That was just a shadow. I thought that might have been something more. Oh, that is. That. Come on, get. Thank you. Nothing like crashing into the wall. Holy crap. And now we're in the PvP area.
This is how we survive. This is how we terminate. This is how we
Let's see, we are in F9. Alright, G. So far, I'm not seeing the ring mouth. H, so I-9 is just up there. There might not actually be a ring mouth in this zone at this point. Oh, I forgot to... I'm gonna have to end up going back there to add them to it. Is this Iron Island? It looks like it. It is Iron Island. Alright, so there's no ring mouth out this way. Definitely would have seen it if it was on this side, so we'll just swing west. There's usually two ring mouths out in the eye ring, or and since I'm at the southern side of the eye zone, I should be able to see it. It's not like I'm that far from the edge of the map. Coming up to I-6 here. Nope, that wasn't a ring mouth. Alright, we're in I-6 now. And have yet to come across a single ring mouth yet. Oh, this looks like it's Titanium Island. Oh, there's the one ring mouth. In I-5. Is there residue? No, that's shadows. Okay. Now let's get a little boost, move things along a little faster. Oops, I was not paying attention to that and overheated. Alright, moving into I-3. It's a medium field right there. I'm not here to harvest at the moment, but I will scan it anyways so that it shows up on my... It should be coming to I-2 shortly. I don't think there's another ring mouth in the I zone. That's interesting. Oh, nope, it's right there. Spoke too soon. And it's in I-2. Alright, so it's unlikely that there's going to be one more in I-1, but let's check. No, I'm close enough to the border of I-1 that I would be seeing it now if there was. Yeah, it's... There is not another ring mouth in the I zone. pretty sure that's a small. But I can go over there, scan it, just so I know where there's... Yeah, there's no point. It's a small. I know where some medium and large, the large are, so there's no point in worrying about that one. And it's so far away. Alright, yeah, we're in G2. Oh, is that a medium? It is medium. Alright, let's scan this one.
Es war einmal in einem kleinen Städtchen, da lebte ein Mädchen namens Barbara. Und diese Barbara war im ganzen Land für ihren abartig guten Rhabarberkuchen bekannt. Ja, man konnte sagen, dass Barbaras Rhabarberkuchen ohne Wenn und Aber gar eine geradezu magische Erfahrung war. Abracadabra! Ja, dieser Kuchen war geradezu bombastisch. Und die Nachfrage danach erstarkte drastisch.
Come on, I saw it.
Im selben Jahr eine Bar, nannten sie Barbaras Rhabarberbar. In der Stadt gab es auch ein paar Barbaren, die hatten von Barbaras Rhabarberbar erfahren.
There it is, okay.
Bei Barbara-Baren nannte man sie bald die Rhabarber-Barbaren. In den Folgejahren ließen die Barbaren nach und nach ihr barbarisches Gebaren fahren. Sie waren, behauptete Barbara, fast noch sympathischer als Barbara. Aber die Barbaren waren stark behaart und hatten alle einen struppigen Barbarenbart. Ja, nicht apart. Daraufhin schickte Barbara ihre Barbarenfreunde zum Barbarenbartbarbier. Der frisierte den Barbaren sogar den ganzen Kopf in seinem Barbarenbartbarbier. Er war zwar ein fürchterlicher Laberkopf, aber der Bart war danach total tipptopp.
What did I end up getting? Okay. Alright.
Da tranken sie dann gemeinsam an
That's some alright stuff.
und aßen dazu gar jeder Barbarei ein Stück Rhabarberkuchen. Ich glaube, es waren 2. Ja, da wurden sogar ganz harte Männer nahbar. Und das alles dank Barbaras Rhabarber. 3 Barbaren und der Bartbarbier saßen eines Abends an der Bar bei einem Bier. Da kam die Polizei, ja, wo wart denn ihr? 3 Barbaren und der Bartbarbier.
Oh, there's somebody going for, they were going after that, but I guess I scared them off. I'll just boost past them because how they'll know that I'm not a threat unless they're just full up. Alright, this is sector E1. Yeah, so this is where I was looking at earlier, so I'll be hitting the PvP line here momentarily. There we are. Sector D1, and now I'll just basically be swinging all the way east again to get to me base. Up there in. Alright, let me hop into. Where y'all at? Okay, because I found a spot that is potentially a good spot in the desert. It's got 2 medium fields inside the green zone near us. It's all the way out in D9. Yep. Everything else that had a decent spot for being able to place the what we had is either taken or it's not flat enough. I did find 2 ring mounts out in the I, which is I5 and I2. Oh yeah, and if you didn't already finish the cargo thing to get those, it's too late. I didn't, so I was like, I didn't get any of those little skins or the statue. Not that I think it was that big of a loss, honestly. Alright, so gonna try to relocate those sectors where the spice was, so I can scan it so it's at least on my map to know where they're at. Although I probably need to do a probe, don't I, to make it to where it doesn't disappear when a sandstorm comes over. Do I even have any probes? I do not. I have the launcher, but no probes. Yeah, it's just scrap. Probably the most boring thing to do right now is flying around the deep desert just to figure out where everything's at. I think I did find Titanium Island, though. I did find Iron Island. Be nice if I could find where those two medium fields were, even though they were harvested. It's still nice to be able to get them back on the map. I was in my assault at the time flying, so I couldn't scan it. I thought flying over it would put it on my map, but apparently not. Yes. You can name your vehicles and storage containers. And it'll actually show you the name of the storage container now when you're looking at it. Yes. Oh, I think it actually did put it on my map in D9. Oh, okay, that's why. Yeah, the Thief console that I put down is in C9, not D9. Still, it's on the other side of the map than what we've been on.
I am made to protect and destroy.
I'm getting back there. Let me put y'all on the
I am made to protect and
thing so y'all can see it and see if this is a spot that's worth building at. It was like one of the only places that I could find that was like relatively decent and flat enough to put things down on. Now the difference is it kind of is on the sand, but not really.
I am made to protect and destroy. Destroy. Protect. I am made to protect and destroy.
Eee.
Protect. I am made to protect and destroy. I am made to protect and destroy.
Yeah. So at least another 100,000 miles. So I've had my truck for 6 years now, and I've put a little over 100,000 miles on it. Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Right.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is
Fuck.
approaching.
Fuck. That sandstorm had to spawn right there. That was close.
I'm Swaglord, your personal assistant. Please press start to begin. Mod your friends to like dubstep. Mod your friends to come to praise. Mod your friends to come to kick on. Mod your friends to buy you food. Mod your friends to buy you clothes. Mod your friends to come to your
Yep.
page. Notifications to mod your friends.
It is. Sadly, when I logged in, everything was gone. In C9. Yeah, but there's two medium fields nearby this spot, so I put about 3 stacks of plastinium that I brought from that one spot that I was used to kind of get an idea of how to set up the thief. Where did you get the red from? Oh, okay. I'll have to Yeah. Yep. See if it. Well, I am streaming it. Yes, I am. I'm just not streaming it in Discord. I know. What is my inventory at? Okay, it's... okay, once I get back over there from doing this spice run, I will do that. Yeah. Funny, it's just the residuals from this medium field, but it's still already given me more than a stack of spice. Assault. Which means that means that it'll be, for at least this week, enough to do almost 2 runs. And then whatever you got in your inventory, that should be enough to hit for 1400. Just about, or just shy of. Yeah. This actually is right in between where 2 medium fields are, so it might be not bad. Yeah, so in D9, there's a forgotten cave on an island that might be worth setting up, and it's like in between 2 medium fields. Wow, it has gotten super dark. So D4 you said? Why can't I get this spot? There we go. Nope. Yep. What do I got left I can hit on this one? There's not much left on that one to kind of worry about. It's smaller than I was expecting. Ooh, you. Are there two mediums, Muriel? Well, it goes off for like several minutes before it just dissipates, because I've come across several medium fields that don't still have the thing on it, and they're completely untouched. Hmm. Careful with flashing that tool. Yep. Well, I've actually still been on top of the vehicle when I get out. Hmm. Mm-hmm. That is one word for it, yes. I do remember them saying that they were going to add those decorations. Possibly. Yep, you keep everything. Alright, I will pick up the spot where I was at, and I'm gonna fly over towards y'all. What the heck is with all this lag that I started getting? So I just now ended up getting the Chome cargo back, but it's not in the same... It doesn't look the same as what it did yesterday. Yes. But it wasn't in my inventory earlier. At all. Yeah. I just had that, so I don't know what happened. And then right after that lag spike is when I had the chum cargo in my inventory. You fucked it up, didn't you?
This is how to run. This is how we terminate. This is how we judgment time. This is how we survive. This is how we
Come on, you weren't supposed to fuck it up.